Chicago PD Season 12, Episode 2 brought back some of the excitement and energy that fans have been missing in recent years. One of the reasons this show became such a hit was because of Hank Voight's unique, sometimes controversial approach to justice, paired with the tension between police work and personal drama. But in the more recent seasons, the show has lost a bit of that edge. Voight's actions have been toned down, and a lot of the earlier characters, particularly the patrol officers, have been phased out. This change, along with the departure of several key cast members, has left the show feeling a bit repetitive at times. That being said, this episode stood out as a return to form for Chicago PD. It delivered a compelling and intense story without relying on overused plot devices, which is something that has felt lacking in recent seasons. The team had to work against the clock, trying to track down a murderer and kidnapper, with the stakes continually rising. You could feel the pressure build as they hit dead ends with witnesses who either wouldn't cooperate or couldn't give them useful information. And the fact that a child's life was on the line added even more urgency to the story. What really made this episode gripping was the chilling twist that Roy Darrow, the antagonist, was planning to kill not only himself but also his own children. This revelation heightened the tension significantly, especially with the team struggling to get any answers while dealing with the constant pressure from other officers needing updates on Emily Martell's case. The scenes with Ruzek were particularly intense, as he worked alongside a patrol officer whose abilities and intentions weren't entirely clear, keeping viewers on edge. The ensemble cast also played a critical role in making this episode feel well-rounded. Platt stepped up from her usual desk duties, playing a much more active role in the case. Her involvement was pivotal in the search for Darrow, and it gave her character a chance to shine. The introduction of Kiana Cook also felt natural, and she brought some fresh energy to the episode without feeling forced. There were two particularly thrilling confrontations towards the climax that kept the pacing tight and engaging throughout the entire episode. Despite the changes the show has gone through, this episode showed that Chicago PD can still deliver high-quality, compelling narratives. Even with a smaller and fresher cast, it managed to create a story that felt both original and collaborative. Every character, except for Burgess, contributed meaningfully to the investigation, and the plot remained focused and intense, even with the complexity of the situation. If the show continues to produce episodes like this one, where the storytelling feels high stakes, the cast is used effectively, and the pacing is sharp, it stands a good chance of recapturing the glory it had in its earlier seasons. Chicago PD has always thrived on gripping narratives, and if it leans more into these well-crafted plots, rather than relying on formulaic gimmicks, it can regain the momentum it's lost in recent years. The potential is there, and episodes like this give hope that the show still has plenty of life left in it. What did you think about this episode? Do you feel like it's reminiscent of Chicago PD's peak years? Or are you still waiting for the show to hit its stride again? Let me know your thoughts in the comments.